name is Brian Coester. I'm CEO of Real Estate Connection.
Yeah, my name is Adam Sullivan. I'm a senior strategic relationship manager here at Zillow Group.
Adam, what would you recommend if you were a lender and you work with lenders all the time? What would you recommend as far as trajectory in 2022 and moving forward, as far as with buyers and with lenders and the lead space?
I mean, I get this question and I could actually re-articulate in a way where I was a loan officer for 7 years before I started here at Zillow. And I did a mix of distributed retail and also worked kind of the call center front. And then ultimately was fortunate enough to come to Zillow. If I were to get back into the mortgage space and to position myself for 2022 and beyond, I'd be focusing a good 70-30 model, right? So 70% of my model would be the standard model, building my relationship with real estate agents, financial advisors, insurance agents I did in the past to help grow my presence there. But also knowing that a good majority of my consumer base is going online before they talk to anybody, I'd make sure a good 30% of my business plan was online so I can maximize that opportunity. Because if I don't get into that pool, which is growing, my competition is. They're already trying to get in there, and the longer they're in there, the better they're going to be able to iterate on best practices on speed to lead, short-term follow-up, messaging along those lines. So to answer your question, Brian, I'd still do what I was historically really good at, which is building relationships with other professionals, right? But I wouldn't hang my hat just on that. I'd also focus on my online presence, driving reviews, things along those lines. And the interesting nugget is consumers value reviews. And we actually found in a previous study to where consumers nowadays, especially millennials, value reviews just as valuable as a personal referral. So if my brother literally says, hey, Adam, you should go use this lawn care service. If I were to find that same lawn care service on my own with reviews, equal measure, right? So a huge opportunity there to grow your brand and take advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah, and so working, kind of piggybacking on that, right? So it's a little bit what we do at Real Estate Connection, and what we find is that lenders need to decide, and real estate agents, it's really just both, need to decide like, hey, sphere is not enough, right? And that regardless, the real estate agents that you're calling on, or the people that you're trying to get, especially on the real estate side, they're ultimately buying leads in some capacity, right? Whether that's consumer direct marketing via mailers for listings, whether that's, going and sponsoring the local, elementary school, ball and putting up the football team's, halftime show, or whether that's buying leads online or doing some sort of marketing service agreement to split it with another person, or some sort of desk agreement relationship. I mean, ultimately, all of those are leads. It's just a matter of, are you building your database of leads versus building your teams or your real estate agent partners database leads? And then how sophisticated are you going to get, right? Meaning, are you just going to keep it like, hey, I have some local marketing service agreements with some agent teams, and that's how I get my business? Well, okay, that's fine. But at the same time, there's a lot of other people. There's a lot of other people that are, trying to go after those same agents and those agent teams. When you look at one ways of doing it is saying, hey, we're going to go out and just purchase leads. We're going to go and work with the lead aggregators. And then we're going to have just an influx of buyers to work, to send out to those agent teams. So we're not relying on them to send us business. We have a copy of the record. We have a copy of the lead. It's exclusive to us. And now we're in control of the business. But to your point, hybrid. So both.
Yeah.
Right. Not necessarily your foot all the way in the lead space, because there's value in partnering with the real estate agents, but not necessarily 100% in the real estate space as well, because there's value in being more independent.
Yep.
So cool. And then I want to just touch base a little bit. I know you have a variety of programs available at Zillow that lenders can plug into and stuff. Maybe just give a little what programs you guys have for lenders and that, a little overview of that.
Yeah. So the lead that I primarily sell, it's called Zillow Connect. And essentially what it is it's consumers who come to Zillow, come to Trulia, they're looking on the home details page and they see all the pretty pictures, they see the neighborhood, they love it. But they see the estimated cost, monthly cost of that house, and they don't know if they can afford that. So really, you get a lot of mortgage first consumers who are primarily first time home buyers, who primarily are yet to talk to an agent, come through this funnel. And the consumer doesn't just click a link, put in their contact information, then the lead is sent over to the loan officer. We actually put the consumer through a 15-page funnel where we ask a lot of the same qualifying questions that loan officers typically ask over the phone, on top of, are they working with the agent? Are they a first-time home buyer? What's their timeline? So a loan officer gets a ton of data from this consumer in their CRM before they even talk to them, so they can start building that conversation and that talk track. Now, one of the questions, I think we got exclusivity for our leads. I'm going to say there's really no lead out there that's exclusive. If someone says, hey, we have 100% exclusive lead, then I don't know how that works, because consumers have access to multiple lead aggregators, multiple search engines. They're really out there anxious to shop. They're going to go through multiple setups to find their answer. What I will say that we do that's a little bit different is when the consumer clicks submit and they provide their contact information, we send that out to an initial lender, and it's that lender's responsibility to follow up how they see fit. We do follow up with a list of additional lenders. If the consumer wants to have multiple lenders contact them, it's 100% up to the consumer choice. So again, at Zillow, one big thing that drives a lot of our traffic is we're focused on the consumer choice or consumer experience and cool tools and things along those lines. So hopefully that answers that consumer's question, that it's not necessarily an exclusive lead, but keep in mind, more times than not, the consumer wants to talk to a highly rated lender versus lenders, is how I like to phrase it.